Good evening, girls. So, with regards to the calculation of transaction value and the GST payable, we are going to see another type of a problem. Okay, so which was even asked in the previous year. All right, so this problem is taken from a previous year question paper, and it's there in your textbook as well. So you all can go through. I have sent the question for you all on WhatsApp for those who don't have the textbook. So you all can refer to the question. This is illustration 43. So this is a type of problem which could be asked again for 14 marker, and it's again slightly having different adjustments. All right, so I'm going to take up two different problems on this kind of an adjustment, wherein one we are going to see as intrastate, another one we are going to see as interstate. Okay, so this problem that I'm going to teach you in this video will be intrastate, where we will be calculating both SGST and CGST. All right, so let's see what is that which is different in this particular problem. So let me read the question for you first. A dealer in Mysore agreed to supply 10 computer systems to a dealer in Bangalore in the month of August 2021 on the following terms. So with this very first sentence, we are able to understand that this is an intrastate supply, because Mysore and Bangalore both are in Karnataka very much. So it is going to be an intrastate transaction. All right, so the particulars is as follows. The price of each CPU supplied exclusive of GST at 18% is 20,000. The price of each desktop supplied inclusive of GST at 12% is 7,840. So you can see very clearly that in this particular problem, we are seeing that there is inclusive of GST and it is given in the form of percentage. So far in all the problems we have seen, they have given the price exactly, as in they would say that the price of the product is inclusive of GST, 20,000 or 10,000, like that. They used to give us the amount, but here they've given percentage. So in this problem we are going to see slightly differently as to how we have to calculate this GST that has to be deducted from the price of the desktop by using a formula. All right, so I'll teach you when I'm talking about the solution of the problem. Right, the next particular is packaging for transportation. So that's going to be 2,000, and then transport charges to recipient place charged separately in invoice, and that's going to be 4,000 again. And then commission paid to the agents to fix up the sale is going to be 4,000. Okay, so here you can see maybe like I went wrong with the amount. Packing is going to be 2,000, transportation 4,000, then commission charged is 4,000. The next will be late fees that is charged is 2,000, and then subsidy that which is received from an NGO is 25,000, and then subsidy that which is received from government and that which is directly linked to the price of the product is 10,000. Okay, so now these two are again new adjustments that we are coming across. So I'll tell you what you're going to do about it. The next one, there are also other adjustments which is made a mention here. The dealer supplied following essential items along with the CPU. Now, what all is supplied along with CPU includes 10 keypads were supplied along with the desktop costing 400 each, and then 10 mouses were supplied along with the desktop costing 500 each. So they've also given the percentage of GST that which is applicable, but these not to be taken into consideration, so you can just ignore those details. And then cost of operating software supplied, and that's going to be 20,000. Then special discount of 4,000 was given, and that is if advance of 1,000 is paid with the order, then the buyer will get that particular thing, but the advance anyways was paid with the order. So find the transaction value and the GST payable for the month of August 2020. So this is going to be the question. How are we to come up with the solution for the same? So there are some new adjustments which is given in this particular problem. So let's see how to go about that. Okay, so let's now compute the transaction value and the GST payable. So first thing that you will take into consideration is the price. So you can see that it is made a mention here that the price of each CPU supplied exclusive of GST 18%. So price of each CPU, that means how many CPU is supplied. So if that is a doubt for you, then in the very first sentence it is clearly mentioned that 10 computer systems were supplied. So for 10 computer system, how many CPUs will be needed? Obviously it will be 10 CPUs. So each CPU is costing you 20,000. So it is 20,000 into 10, and that's going to cost you 2 lakhs. Okay, so this is the price of 10 CPUs. 20,000 each CPU into 10 CPUs exclusive of GST, and that is 2 lakhs. Then the next adjustment says price of each desktop supplied is inclusive of GST 12%, and that is 7,840. So now I told you this is something which is new for us, because never for us GST was given in percentage. Okay, so we know very well that the price of the product should be exclusive of GST. If it is inclusive of GST, we have to deduct the same. Okay, so therefore since it's given in percentage, so there is a formula that you have to follow. So what is the formula that you have to follow is, it's going to be value into the percentage plus rate divided by rate. So that is the formula. Okay, so basically here how we do in maths cross multiplication, so that method has to be followed. Okay, so I'm repeating, the formula is value into percentage plus rate divided by the rates. Okay, so that you have to cross multiply. So what is the value again here? It is 7,840 each desktop into again 10 desktops obviously will be supplied because it's 10 computers. So we are going to multiply and come with the amount as 78,400. So now from this 78,400, 12% of GST has to be deducted. So for that you have to use this particular method. So wherein here they mean to say that if for 78,400 the rate, okay, if 78,400 is the rate for 100 plus 12%, okay, then what is the rate for 12%? So I'm repeating, girls, if 78,400 is the rate for 100 plus 12%, then for 12% what is the price? We have to find out that, and then we have to reduce that price from the 78,400. So when you cross multiply, you can see that here it is taken as 78,400 into 12 divided by 112. 78,400 into 12 cross multiplication divided by 100 plus 12 will be 112. So if you do this way, you will be able to find out what is the exact price for 12%. Okay, and that's going to be 8,400. Alright, so now from this 78,400 you have to minus 8,400. You have to minus 8,400. So if you minus from 78,400 the price of the desktops minus the GST that was included, which is 12%, equivalent to 12%, then you are arriving at 70,000. Okay, so the next important thing that we have to concentrate on is the subsidies. Okay, so there is one thing that which is made a mention in your format with regards to these subsidies. So if you turn to your formats and see that it is given in your format that subsidies that which is directly linked to the price other than the subsidies that which is provided by central government or state government or these kind of NGOs should be added. Okay, I'm repeating, whatever subsidy that you're getting from any other agencies apart from central government or state government should be added. So here it is clearly mentioned that subsidies are received from NGO and it's received from government. That means these subsidies are tax free. So you need not include the amounts. Though amounts are given as 25,000 and 10,000, you need not include the amounts. So what you have to do is you have to write it as subsidy from NGO will be tax free. Subsidy from government also will be tax free. So now, after taking into consideration the price of the goods and reducing the taxation, now you are going to come up with or arrive with the price of the computers, and that is going to be 2,70,000. Okay, so from this amount, now we have to add to this amount, we have to add all the requirements that is made a mention in your question. Okay, so as it is, what are all the requirements that is made a mention? So it's made a mention that the packing price, okay, the packing price is 2,000. Now that has to be added, and then the transportation charges is 4,000, that has to be added. Then the commission paid, okay, is 4,000, that has to be added. Late fee charges is 2,000, that has to be added. Then comes your other transactions. Okay, so it's made a mention in the question in adjustments that 10 keypads were supplied along with desktops costing rupees 400 each. Okay, I'm repeating, it is 10 keypads which is supplied and each keypad costed you 400. So for the keypad calculation, it will be 400 for each keyboard or keypad into 10, okay, keypads, and that is going to be 4,000. Okay, then next one with regards to mouse also 10 mouses were supplied and each of it is costing you 500, so it's going to be 5,000. Okay, so the next cost of operating software is made a mention in your question. So here cost of operating software 20,000, that also has to be taken into consideration. Now one more thing that which is made a mention here is special discount. This is another feature, okay, this is another adjustment that is new. So far all the types of discounts that we have seen is trade discount, casual discount, usual discount, cash discount. So these are only the terms that which is used. So when terms like trade discount, cash discount, usual discount is used, then those discounts have to be deducted from the total price, isn't it? But then when they make a mention of something called a special discount, now that has to be added to your selling cost. Why it has to be added, I'll tell you, is because see, special discount is something which you will not give for everybody, isn't it? So the normal discount, the usual discount that which you are giving will be to any maybe business client or any of your customers and things like that. But you will give a special discount when somebody is close to you. But that you cannot consider as like being deducted from your selling price. That will be added in your selling price. So therefore it's made a mention even in your format that special discounts have to be added. Okay, it should not be deducted. Discounts like trade discounts, cash discounts, usual discounts, that only needs to be deducted. All the special discounts have to be added. So make a note of that. So here special discount was given for 4,000, so that is going to be added. So to your price of the computers, you're going to add all these kind of additional charges, and then you are going to arrive at what is called as transaction value. So any discounts that if at all given, usually trade discounts, cash discounts, that has to be deducted, but no such discount is given. So therefore now you're going to arrive by adding all these charges, the transaction value. Understood? So the transaction value after adding all this amount to 2,70,000, it's going to be 45,000. So the total that you're arriving would be at 3,15,000. That is considered as the transaction value. Understanding? So, obviously, on the transaction value only, we're supposed to calculate the CGST and the SGST. So here, from where did you get this 9% and 9%? Nowhere in the problem they have made a mention of, GST, except for one place, that in the price of each CPU, they have made a mention that exclusive of GST at 18%. Now they have included which we have to deduct. Excluded meaning it is nothing to be done. But this is the only place where they mentioned of the percentage of GST. So therefore we'll take that into consideration and divide it into 2. So 3,15,000 into 9% will be 28,350, and then 3,15,000 into 9%, that's going to be 28,350. So your total GST that's payable will be 56,700. Okay, so this is how you have to tackle with the problem if these kind of special adjustments are made a mention. I'm repeating on special adjustments, girls. So firstly, it is clear that the GST inclusion is given in percentage. That means you have to cross multiply and find out. I have clearly given here as to how you will cross multiply. Then the next adjustment is with regards to subsidies. So subsidies, if you're receiving from NGO, government, all that, actually you need not take into consideration. But you will write in the problem as it is tax free. Then another adjustment that you have to note is with regards to the special discount. So the special discounts, if it is made a mention, you have to add that special discount. And lastly, with regards to your GST percentage. So 18% is made a mention. So that 18% is mentioned only in the price and nowhere else they have made a mention of GST percentage. So therefore you will take that into consideration. So with this you will be able to sort out this problem. So it's usually a 14 marker. So please make sure that you understand this problem. If you have any doubts, you can always get back to me. Thank you.